Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Merry Christmas and welcome back to Madden NFL 2004 Santa's Elves franchise.
Yes, Merry Christmas. And before we begin today, just wanted to look at the league news. Because after the last game's performance, you actually managed to make some changes here as far as the leaders for the yearly awards. So MVP is still left outside linebacker, Santa Claus, of course. But an offensive player, of course, is quarterback Santa Claus.
Yep.
Defensive player is the linebacker Santa Claus. But offensive rookie, still Robbie Barker. But now defensive rookie is Marcus McKenzie, the right outside linebacker.
Wow.
Because he has amassed
14
sacks.
Oh, but look at Jay Jefferson rising up.
That's right, because he's only got 2 sacks, but he's got 4 interceptions. See, McKenzie is a pass rushing linebacker, and Jefferson is a pass coverage linebacker.
Yeah, well, it's because he plays either man coverage or flat zones.
Yeah. So, but you can tell, statistically, the difference between their roles, too, in the team, right?
Yeah.
But yes, Jefferson is doing well enough that he is in the running as well, for defensive rookie. And of course, the best quarterback is Santa Claus. The best running back is Heward, our halfback, who has gotten up to almost 1,200 yards.
Yeah.
And we don't have anybody in wide receivers because I don't think we throw enough passes this season to do that. And we'll never have anybody in the offensive line. Maybe we could have someone in defensive line, but right now your defense places a great deal of emphasis on the linebackers. And of course, we have the best linebacker there, Santa Claus, but Marcus McKenzie is in the running as well.
Nice.
For best linebacker. And of course, we don't have anybody at best defensive back either. But the best kicker so far is Santa Claus. So anyway, when we look at the Pro Bowl balloting so far, of course, Santa Claus is the leader for starting quarterback.
Of course.
Heward is the halfback, okay? And Robbie Barker is the fullback. But that is the only 3 players from our team on the offense.
Wow.
But when we look at the defense side, well, of course, Santa Claus is there.
Yep.
But McKenzie is also there at right outside linebacker. And Nickerson, with 10 sacks, is also there at middle linebacker.
And
of course, Jefferson is also there. So right now, if the voting stays pretty much the same, all 4 of your linebackers are going to be in the Pro Bowl.
Well, they'll all be starting linebackers too.
The entire NFC linebacking core will be from the Elves.
I guess we're doing a good job then.
Yeah, and of course, Frank Smith there, he is also in there too, right?
Yeah.
Because he's now got 5 interceptions, as well as they don't show the number of pass knockdowns, but I would imagine that he's probably in the top 5 in the league for pass knockdowns because he is leading the team by a long ways.
That's because they just throw it at him over and over.
Yeah, well, I think it's a case of he gets picked on a lot too. And of course, Santa Claus, the kicker, is in there as well. So this year, we're dominating the Pro Bowl on the defensive side of the ball. And this week, we go up against the Tampa Bay Pirates.
We're another strong D team with an even stronger defense and an even weaker offense.
Yeah, well, this ought to be interesting. That being said, though, if their starting quarterback is healthy, then I'm expecting that they'll probably give us a better game than our previous opponent did.
Yeah, that 44 awareness was brutal. Was it 44 or 45?
Yeah, I think it was like 44 or 45 awareness. Basically, like the guy looked like Earthworm Jim out there.
Yeah,
right?
he steps out there and goes behind the center.
One pupil shrunk down to a pinpoint in one eye, and the pupil in the other eye is like the size of a toonie or something, right? Like
or I guess
a silver dollar.
Yeah,
or
silver
something.
dollar. Yeah.
You know, like he looks like he's like, I don't know, anybody out there still remembers the old Earthworm Jim platforming game that had to do with an earthworm that somehow managed to crawl into a special spacesuit, which immediately made him smarter and faster and stronger, I guess. But when you see pictures of the character, I mean, he looks like he's got absolutely the worst concussion in history, right? like one eye is so tiny, and then the other one is a great big, huge, dilated pupil, like the size of a saucer, right?
Yeah.
And that's what that quarterback in that last game looked like. He lined up behind center, and he's probably seeing double too, right? Oh, we're at the North Pole again, so the temperature is at a balmy 0 degrees.
Michaels and John Madden here to broadcast this.
That's going to be a rude one for guys from Florida, hey?
Yeah, well, that's a Florida problem.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we're going to defend this end. It's pretty calm, though, today. There's no wind, hardly.
They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get today's...
So, anyway, I guess we'll get our audibles set up. I actually threw an interception in the last game, too. Like, the Kitties' defense didn't play that bad. It was their offense that basically hung them out to dry repeatedly in that one.
Yep. Yeah, their offense was a complete and total liability. I mean, we there was even times in that game where even when he was throwing it away, he wasn't throwing it where any of his jerseys were. Or there'd be a defender in between his player and the ball, and he would throw it, just ignoring the fact that there's a defender standing in the way.
Oh yeah, I mean, like
it was terrible.
He hit a defender in the numbers like at least a half a dozen times in that game, right?
Some of them probably weren't even expecting it, to be honest. Who's this guy? Well, he's out, so they got the backup in. Jason Rojas.
Well, maybe that's why.
Well, 51 is better than 44.
Okay, well, he's got really poor throwing capabilities too, though.
Yeah, he's just a really bad guy, but Rod Stabler here is dumber than the other guy we just played on a good day.
Yeah.
Even though he can throw.
Yeah, he's got a better arm, but no awareness to speak of. I think these guys are screwed because their starter's out for 7 weeks. I don't think they're going to win another game with a quarterback like that.
Oh, they're starting halfbacks out too. Wow. So they don't even have the advantage that the last team had. What the hell, man? But they've got this 88 speed fullback out of nowhere.
Yeah. They got 3 fullbacks?
They have 3 fullbacks.
Wow.
It's the fullback attack out there.
I guess so, hey?
Then,
well, I don't think they're going to beat you on speed anyway.
Yeah, they don't got... It's just entirely the fullback attack that they're focused on and nothing else.
They're going to hand it to the fullback 20 times?
Honestly, I'm surprised they're not running the fullback at halfback. Look at that guy. He's a better halfback than the halfback is.
Yeah. Oh, well. I guess we'll
let's get back to the
kick the ball away and see how this goes.
Number 7 in to kick this.
Well, we're pulling away. We've got by the looks of it, almost a 3-game lead on Green Bay and Chicago.
He downs it in the end zone. They're ready to go on offense for the first time.
And I don't think we played Chicago twice yet. I think we do have to play them one more time yet.
He says he hasn't gotten his knee back to full strength yet, but he thinks it should be pretty soon. That's lined up in a 9. Hands it off to the back. Down he goes at the 25. Pickup of about 6 yards.
Well, they need to do that 40 times. Okay? If they're going to avoid getting blown out in this game, they need to do that a lot.
Nah, they just need to throw a pass right now.
Vickers. Great fake with the pass. Comes up with it.
Well, the guy ran backwards after catching it.
49-yard line.
He had a first down and then he lost it.
That's okay. First down wasn't really important.
Yeah.
The offensive line is sure going to have its hands full in this one. These guys love to pressure the quarterback, so you're going to see him blitz on just about any down.
Rolling.
Oh, couldn't hang on.
Yeah, a little bit of pass defense there.
The mark, and it's now 4th down.
I'll never figure out why on 3rd down and inches teams in this game pass the ball so much.
They always have, though.
Because it's next to impossible. If they decide to run, it's next to impossible to stop them from getting, like a half a yard, right?
Yep. But they always have.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 27.
Well,
Looks like
we're going to come out of the gate throwing a pass here.
With the throw, he hits his receiver. The 40. And you give him time, he'll find a receiver.
Yeah, and with this guy, he doesn't throw it behind them. He doesn't throw it over their head. He throws it where they're going.
Calling an audible now. Hands it off to the fullback.
Oh, that guy slipped off of his block.
Any blocking on that play.
Well, they actually gave me -1 yards for that.
Wow.
They're extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
Calling an audible.
I think these guys are going to try and do it with defense here anyway.
Ewart.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Look at you go.
Yeah, look at me go. Oh, I'm going to get pushed out of bounds, though.
At the 18. Just a spectacular run by Ewart.
Yeah, wow. That guy
gets the
fell
ball,
down
he
in
has
front of me, and I just turned and ran around him, eh?
for a score.
Number 9. Directing traffic. He'll get it again.
Oh, come on. Keep going ahead there, Heward.
Wow.
Wow, that looked a little awkward there, but
Yeah, that was a little awkward.
I'll tell you, it felt a little awkward.
That was so awkward even number 20 hesitated there.
Yeah, well, I tried to go sideways to the left, and I ended up going back a step or two, right? But I guess it all worked out in the end.
The point after is good. And so we see this offense getting it done on that long touchdown drive.
Well, football is all about trusting your
Well, that was a pretty
teammates to
short
make good
drive.
Decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
So now I guess you got to get back out there and play some more.
Well, that's all right.
Because I couldn't use up enough time. I'm actually kind of surprised with the strong defense that I was able to score that easily. I think I must have gotten some kind of a cheesy lucky break there or something.
Only one man back.
Well, time will tell, right?
They give it to the halfback.
That's what it feels like anyway.
Of about a yard in the run.
There's Marcus Hales defending the run.
Now, why would you run to that side?
I don't know. I mean, maybe because sometimes, even if it looks like the end is out a little bit wide, I'll run to that side anyway because I can cut into that gap between the defensive end and the tackle. Maybe that's what they were trying to do.
Dropping back, pressure, gets the pass off.
Somebody got a hit on him there.
Yeah, we managed to get the middle linebacker through, I think.
That can make for some easy interceptions.
Because I was just cheating over to that side because I noticed that they seem to have a really fast lineman on that side. And he seems to be able to shift over fast enough to actually block everyone.
Which way you're going to go? You're going to go straight ahead.
Very efficient on their last drive, relying on the running game as they move down the field. And let's see if they get back to the run here.
Oh, that guy spun. Did you see him spin? He spun off his block there.
Just relentless when the offense decides to
Oh, I
run the
just
ball.
missed it.
Yeah, he was being blocked, and then he did the spin move, and he spun off and then got me.
Limiting cutback opportunity.
Oh,
Well, that time he went and clotheslined you.
yeah. Well, number 71 there didn't do a very good job of blocking on that play. I needed him to hang on to that block for just a little bit
9
longer.
yards to go.
Well, I guess you're just going to have to come out here in your choice play.
Number 9 sends a man in motion.
That choice.
Yep, it's that choice.
Looks like he's changing the play.
think
There's
I'm gonna-
never
I-
any choice.
I'm going to look for Jones on the right here, I think.
Throwing. You saw the whole
Well, I don't think you made that.
You don't think so?
No.
I better call another play quick before they decide to challenge it then.
Poised to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
Well, it looks like they're not going to challenge it anyway, so...
Maybe it was close enough.
it was probably close enough.
Looks like he's calling an audible, using motion. Closing in, gets the pass off, and this pass is completed. The 30. They're trying to get the fullback involved.
Yeah, these guys are feeling a little soft, huh?
Yeah, they are. I've been pretty much moving the ball at will here.
Yeah, how do you have a 91 rated defense and be weaker than like an 87 or whatever we played last time?
I don't know. It could be just the way that they're playing, like the calls they're making or something. I don't know.
Well, ratings aren't everything, right? Coaching and play calling makes a bigger impact than any of that.
About 8 yards. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Well, like I said, I think I got a couple of lucky breaks on those 2 run plays and on the first possession too, right? You know, like that did seem a little bit cheesy to suddenly break a big gain like that out of nowhere.
They'll go with a run once again. 1 yard gain by the running back. Man in motion. Pressure coming. He's looking. Throws it.
Oh, well, I guess I was pushing my luck a little too much there.
Yeah, I think so. You're trying to drop it in front of him?
Well, I thought there was room, but
He just flung it up there. And the defender was
I thought there was room. I just made a mistake.
Pass play here on first down. Throwing short to his left.
My mistake was that I didn't just hand the ball off because bad things happen when you go to the air.
Bad things happen when you go to the air.
In Madden 04, bad things happen when you go to the air.
In real life, bad things happen when you go to the air.
Yeah, that's right, Chuck.
That's right.
And he's brought down for a loss. Outstanding play.
I'll tell you, that was a heck of an effort to get in there and make that play and force him into a big loss like that.
However, that's not helping quarterback Santa Claus catch up to linebacker Santa Claus for MVP, that's for sure.
pressure. Looking for an
Oh, wow, what was that?
An
Oh, look at that,
interception.
You just got it back.
quarterback was ready
On
to
Frank
go.
Smith there.
Yeah, that's number
I'll tell you,
6
it's
for
very
him.
important to have pressure on the quarterback. What that does is make the secondary's job a heck of a lot easier.
They should maybe
And that play
stop picking
led to
on
an
him
interception.
because every time they do, he takes the ball away from them, right?
Yeah, it's more or less a consistent thing.
Just about a yard on the run.
But I think he jammed the shit out of that guy. And then was stuck to him like glue when he ran that slant.
Yeah, could
And they
be.
need about 9. Ball on the 26-yard
Thing
line.
is, too, is Frank Smith is about as fast as their wide receivers, right? All their
Yeah.
receivers have speeds in the 80s. They're all possession receivers.
Yeah, well, he's also the speediest player on our defense, too, right?
Yeah, which makes him capable of covering a possession receiver.
Yeah, except for Santa Claus, of course, but
Pressure. It's
Yeah, well,
Santa's
we stick Santa on the fast slot guy, though, when he's not hitting the quarterback.
route on
Yeah.
that pass play.
These days, offenses rely on the short.
Not
quick
that these
pass,
guys have
and The
that.
receiver gaining lots of yards after the catch.
well, I'm going to run the ball this time. Not going to make a well, maybe I'll audible to a pass to see if I can hit the fullback on an out here.
Sets up. Looks like he's calling it
Especially
audible.
since they're going to
Using
like
motion.
bring extra people up to the line there.
Dropping back.
Uh-oh.
Closing in. Throws it, turns and breaks free.
That ball was going.
Quarterback
Did
getting
you
up
see
a
that
little
ball was
slow.
turned sideways? Look at how it comes out. Watch. That ball is wobbling so bad, it's actually sideways. Like, look at that.
Wow.
Back to the field.
I think. Shit. I hate it when that happens.
Did you go and punt again?
Yeah.
Could just take a delay a game.
No. I'll just do this.
And we go back to the game.
Because it's the same player kicking it anyway,
Into
right?
the game
Yep.
to try the field goal. And it's up. The field goal attempt is good.
Okay, now I'm gonna switch that back again here before
Yeah, to your fullback dive.
before I forget, because that would be kind of embarrassing to try and kick a audible to a field goal on my own 20-yard line or something.
See, now you've graduated. You have more run audibles than I do.
And the kickoff team comes down
Yeah,
to the
well,
field.
you know what though? I have pretty much, as people will have surmised by now, I have pretty much committed to the run in this season. And that interception that I just threw a short time ago is one of the reasons why.
He takes the
Because
bait.
in this
So he
game,
down
like I can
to the
go
end
through
zone.
entire seasons in Madden
It's
05
first and 10.
and not throw an
Ball on their
interception.
own
I've
20.
had multiple seasons that I've played through where I have thrown 0 interceptions. Or 1 or 2,
Carry it.
right?
Pick up
But
about a
in
yard
this
on the run.
one here, I'm on a pace to throw probably 5 or 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, well, this is the year of the
Defense is gonna
turnover,
play this
right?
one very tight.
Yeah.
Literally, this is the year
really,
of the turnover.
really, statistically speaking, that's not a lot. But for what I'm used to,
Pressure coming.
that's a lot. I've already thrown more interceptions in this season than I have in most seasons that I play quarterback in for Madden 05, right?
Yeah.
And here's what they've been able to do so far on third down.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep 3
And it's
things.
mostly because
You
of the
keep your
tricky
drive
coverages,
going,
right? Like you
keep their
try
defense
it.
on
Like
the
I,
field,
oh
and
look
you
at this.
keep your defense resting
Now there's
on the
McKenzie.
Yep.
McKenzie.
I try and read the defense before I snap the ball to figure out where I want to go, right?
But it's harder in this game.
But it's harder in this game, and sometimes I make a mistake,
He feels that
right?
pressure coming.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out.
Whereas in Madden 05, it's actually pretty easy to read their defenses, and they also tend to be extremely repetitive and call the same
Hey,
things
no reason
over
to
and
take
over.
a chance and risk a fumble.
That's because I think there's less variety in the Madden 05 playbooks, too.
Yeah, that could be.
First and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Like, things are either like full man coverage or they're full zone, and there's like no in between.
See something
Yeah.
in the defense. Ewert. Great penetration there.
And that's the thing, to stop any kind of run between the tackles.
Boy, these guys are being stingy today against the run.
Backfield, and when you do that, you make the back change direction, making him go where he doesn't want to go.
Whereas in Madden 04 here, there's an absolute ton of mixed man zone coverages in the default playbooks.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, too, they don't always just default to the man lock thing. For all I know here, they could be playing man coverage, right? They're just not showing it.
Well, especially if you don't got a wide receiver out there. The only time they'll auto man lock a cornerback is if there's a wide receiver out there, right?
Yeah. Well, that'll do it for the first quarter anyway.
Well, things are not going as well for the Pirates as I think that they would have hoped.
Well, I think, again, though...
they have a losing record for a reason.
Yeah, their offense is probably hampered by the injury to their starting quarterback, too, though, right?
And the injury to their starting halfback.
And the injury to their starting halfback. Like, they've got too many key injuries, right?
They really need to run that fullback at halfback.
Yeah. I don't think they can do that, though, or I don't think that the...
they won't make that choice, but you can do that.
Yeah, we could. But
on this play.
First and 10. Ball on the
in fact, for halfback and fullback, it's nothing more than a simple depth chart substitution, because one type of player is considered to be able of playing the position of the other.
Yeah.
But they just won't do it because then he'd be playing quote-unquote out of position, right?
Couldn't even get out of the back.
But I don't know, I think I'd want my most reliable ball carrier at halfback, regardless of what his jersey says.
Yep.
Misdirection plays and draws could be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against him.
He sees something in the defense.
Well, I think after throwing that interception, we definitely need to make more of a commitment to the run, so that's what we're going to do.
Gives the ball off.
There's no need to pass the ball today.
That's right. There's no need to pass the ball today. You got it exactly right there, John.
No passing ever. Passing not allowed.
Yeah, passing is bad. We don't want to do that.
Number 9 sets up.
You know what happens to teams who pass the ball?
Yeah, they throw interceptions or they get sacked.
They lose.
I might actually be...
Looking to run it
okay, well, I guess I got away with it, kind of.
Only a yard by the halfback.
Well, it's not quite 75% from this distance, but it's not bad.
Well, 4th and 1, I mean, you know.
He'll stick it. And he barely got enough. Well, they kept it in the quarterback.
You know, like I didn't get a lot of extra yards by any means, but at the very least, even if I do have to settle for a field goal ultimately, I'll have been able to shave another couple of minutes off the clock here, right?
Hand it off to the fullback. About a 3-yard gain for the fullback.
Poor Barker and his face mask.
Yep. Barker getting face masked. But you know what? I really didn't expect anything from him at the beginning of this season, but it seems like when I give him the ball, he's a pretty reliable ball carrier that can gain yards, right? So,
yep.
So I do it.
Looking for room.
There's a face mask.
There's a flag on the play. This appears to be of the 5-yard variety.
I'll tell you, these face masks are getting so big, you can start off going for a jersey.
John is just dissatisfied with the face mask penalty.
Yep.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Now, speaking of which, here's a funny. You're playing against that one custom team, the Monsters, who have the old-style leather helmets.
Yeah.
And you get a face mask penalty.
That's because the
Yeah.
defense did a
But they
good
don't
job.
have face masks.
Yeah, what's that all about, eh?
Yeah.
Defense like this,
Well, you know what?
lockdown could be an effective way
We'll have to maybe
keep
do
the ball
a
balanced,
Madden
trying to
03
draw both
tournament
sides.
one of these days, just for the fun of it.
Stewart goes in motion.
Or you're playing against the Sugar Buzz and you get a face mask. What are you doing? Like reaching in and like grabbing the guy's teeth?
Yeah, they don't have face. I think they all have single bar face masks.
No, I don't think any of them have face masks.
Oh, okay. I could be mistaken. I thought maybe the Sugar Buzz all had like the old-fashioned single bar face masks, right?
No, I don't think
Now
so.
we have 3rd and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line. The visiting team lined up in the quarter defense. Man in motion.
Oh, it's the quarter defense. Okay, well, you know what?
He'll sneak it.
Not going to get a lot, but to hell with it.
For the quarterback to run, and that's just what he did.
Well, maybe if you'd have been a little better prepared, but
Maybe, yeah.
it is what it is.
I was a last-second decision, right?
Number 7 heads out to try this field goal.
You seem to have an easier time kicking field goals in Madden 04 than Madden 05.
Well, once I got used to it, I remember I struggled the first few games
Yep.
because it is different. But yeah, it does seem to be a little easier. I mean, they do. I think they do vary the speed of the kick bar a little bit from one game to another, but it's not as severe as it is in Madden 05, where it could vary considerably from one kick to the next in the same game, right?
Yep.
He got hold of that.
I don't know. I mean, for some reason, in this franchise, they have always felt the need to make a change. And I mean, you know what? The mechanics for the kicking game, there was absolutely nothing wrong with the way it was in this game, right? You know, they could have just left it the way that it was in this game, and in Madden 25 or whatever, it would have been just fine, you know?
Yep.
About a 4-yard gain there.
But it was just change. It's change for the sake of change, right?
Now, that's the disease of the software industry right there. You can point out major culprits like Microsoft for that one, for example.
Yeah.
Play in the backfield.
Well.
Athletic ability allowing him to get to the quarterback for the first time today.
Apple can also be kind of bad for that.
Yeah. Well, you know what they did? They basically completely. Wow, he got pancaked.
Yeah, well, not only that, but that halfback moved over to the other side.
This
Yeah.
defensive coordinator understands
They basically, you know, after Madden 05, they went downhill, and you know, Madden 06, I was mad because they didn't have the
Custom
custom
playbooks.
playbooks.
Well, they technically still had them, but you couldn't use them in franchise mode, so it's like, well, what the hell's the point of it then?
Yeah, well, you couldn't use it in career mode either, right? Because I played a season of career mode in that game, and I played strong safety for the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Because at that particular time, the Jets played a lot of 46, so I got to come up close to the line of scrimmage and tackle running backs and, you know, blitz and go after the quarterback and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
And most of the time, because I couldn't ever really master any of the on-field defensive controls to, you know, like stop, knock down passes in midair and all that kind of stuff, because I just found it to be too difficult. What I would do is, if they called a play with me up at the line in the 46, whatever my assignment was, I'd just ignore it and I'd go in and go after whoever had the ball in the backfield, right? Uh-oh.
Looking for a receiver.
I'm not throwing another interception.
Yeah, when I was playing that, I played halfback.
Yeah.
I played a big power back.
Of course you did.
Yeah, yeah. And I had fun racking up like 2,600 yards in a season and running people over.
Yeah. I mean, and in that game, depending on how things were going, they'd give your player tags and stuff like that, right? Like, one of the tags that I managed to earn was quarterback's nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
From all those sacks.
Because I did get, like, I was, by the end of the season, I was pushing 20 sacks, right?
Nice.
For a safety. Because I wasn't really playing safety, I was more or less playing fourth linebacker, right?
When it comes to third down conversions.
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play.
And of course, I had, lots of fun shutting down runs to my side of the field too, right? Like that was, I didn't mind that career mode so much. It's just some of the mini games and other frilly things that went along with it.
Interview.
Yeah, like I thought those things were dumb. Like those things have nothing to do with football.
You just want to play football.
I just want to play football.
And control your guy.
Yeah, exactly. I want to play football and control my player and, like have fun doing things like sacking quarterbacks and, stuff like that, right?
Keeps it. It's 1st and 10.
And I just run people over.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Sixth play
All that other nonsense is just completely unnecessary, right? And it added, in my opinion, it added nothing to the game.
Play to the right.
And also, I didn't like some of the mini games, like to determine what your player's characteristics would be. Because there were things like what your character's speed is going to be. Well, like they had this drill where you had to do like a sprint where you alternately pressed the trigger buttons as fast as you could.
Yep.
And stuff like that. And I don't really like,
Mortal Kombat test your might style things.
Yeah, I don't like those kinds of things. I've never been good at that kind of stuff. And I managed to end up with 80 speed or something, right? Oh wow, I thought everybody was set up, but I guess not.
The offense practices that play every day. Obviously, that guy needed to show more discipline than that out there.
So now it's 1st and 15.
I guess after the injury, I had no time.
Yeah, well, it's the same as screwing you on a change of possession, right?
Yeah.
But that's okay. Sensi is still a good ball carrier. You can still give it to him with confidence. I don't know what his stamina's like, mind you. He might get tired more quickly.
Well, haven't gotten an injury report yet, so we don't know just what kind of an effect that's going to have. But you know what? I just wanted to play football, and I wanted to be able to draw my own plays, damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's basically why I stopped buying Madden.
They'll be faced with a long 3rd down play here.
Well, this is going to take it to 2 minutes.
I don't even know how the hell I ended up with Madden 12. I don't even think I bought that one myself.
That might have been a Christmas present or something. That's how I ended
That's
up
how
with
you ended up with Madden 11?
That's how I ended up with Madden 11. I think I got it for Christmas one year.
Well, you could try some dive play up the middle in that one.
Actually, the very first time I sat down to play it...
you knew you wouldn't like it?
Well, the thing is that I got results more or less like what we were getting in Madden 12, right?
Yeah.
Where even though I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing, my defense played really stingy. And also the first thing I did, of course, was because you still had create a team in that one, I created a cupcake team. And then I went out there and tried to play against a normal team. I don't remember what team I was playing against, like Pittsburgh or something, right?
Yep.
And, I ended up winning a close game. I think it was like 20-17 or something like that. But I didn't have a clue what I was doing out there. It was basically the game more or less played itself. About the only thing I did was call plays. Yeah.
3 field goals today, again rewarding the coach for his faith.
Yeah, really, they just went totally downhill after Madden
Well,
05.
it's like starting at least, I don't know whether it started earlier than that, but it seems like starting at Madden 11 for at least a little while, it's like you're on autopilot, right? You know, like nothing that you actually do out there on the field affects the outcome of whatever's going on, because the autopilot is, basically controlling everything, right? I felt like I was just a spectator in a video game, right?
Well, I don't know about autopilot, but I can't say that modern Madden is any better.
Oh, look at that. Nickerson just got another pick.
I guess I'll be handing this back to you now.
Yeah.
He felt the rush coming, and he was coming so fast that he threw it up.
Yeah, I think he hot potatoed that to, was that a tight end or a running back coming out of the backfield?
I don't know. I couldn't even tell. It happened so quick. He was trying to throw it to the tight end over the middle. Because I'm assuming that anyway, because that guy was the only player in the immediate area, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know how you would think that guy might be open to throw the ball to at all. Like, why wouldn't you throw, if you want to force a pass, throw it to that guy?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Like, wow. I think, though, that look at the pressure that you got, right?
Yep.
Like, you had that right outside linebacker that managed to, wow, that was a pretty big, good play by that right guard, too, in order to get over there. Look at that. He almost saved that play, right? Psychic. I don't think I've seen that behavior before. That was a behavior that I saw in Madden 12 that I didn't like. Was the psychic offensive lineman, like that one time when the right tackle traveled all the way across to the left side of the formation.
Yep.
To pick up a player who was coming around the other side of the formation.
Not only
toward
that,
the
but holy
quarterback.
shit, could those left tackles side shuffle?
Yeah, like he could run sideways faster than my defensive player could run forward, right? I guess I should pay attention to the clock here, just in case I have a chance to do something other
You
than
don't
score.
need to pay attention to the clock.
I don't need to pay any attention to the clock.
Fuck the clock.
He took that thing, and he never looked back.
Because I remember in one game in the exhibition, I think it was this season, I accidentally let the clock run out at halftime, right?
Yep.
Because I was too busy talking and not paying attention to the game, right?
The kickoff team lines up.
Well, I guess Sensi's going to get some rushing yardage.
And he got all of that one. A great kick.
Well, these guys are about as bad as the Penguins.
Yeah.
The visiting team
Should have a look at the injury report and see what happened to Heward.
All right, we'll take a look at that. Injury report.
Okay, well, he's basically gone for the rest of this game anyway.
Pretty much, but you've got a reliable ball carrier in Sensi.
Yeah.
Back to the game. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 26. Lose it. The visiting team line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Throwing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that safety didn't react to that at all.
Yeah, he was hypnotized.
There's only one way that they're going to be able to do something about this score. Keep throwing and getting out of bounds.
But you got to feel bad for these guys, though, too. They finally do something right on offense, and then they get dropped pass.
And then he drops the pass, yeah. But that, again, though, you have a theory about that regarding quarterback awareness and that kind of thing.
I think that quarterback awareness makes them less likely to catch the ball.
Yeah.
If it's very low, but also, if we take a look at these guys' receivers, they're all terrible. They're all really bad.
Yeah.
All right. Like their best catching guy is that, and then they've got like questionable cupcake catching for everyone else, except for like one other guy.
And we're back.
And they don't have a 5 wide receiver set.
So they're like magician. They're like the magicians out there.
Yeah, they're like the magicians out there, or kind of like Santa and his elves when we first started.
Yeah.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. This
Oh, and then there's another one.
Got his hands on it, but the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, and the receiver dropped it.
But yeah, for sure, I do believe that you get significantly more drop passes with low quarterback awareness.
Just a little time left
And
before the half, and
it
they'll
shows
start
up as drop passes as if your receivers just suddenly stop knowing how to catch.
the fair catch.
But what I think is it just plays off the quarterback awareness for some reason.
because there were a lot of drop passes in the last game too, right?
Yeah. And you see the exact same behavior in Madden 05, and that's why I think that.
Yeah.
Handed off to the fullback. Number 93 makes the stop at the 48-yard line. He doesn't have blazing speed.
Well, I guess we can let the clock run out here for the first half, eh?
Yep. Thankfully, though, player awareness improves much faster in Madden 05.
Yeah, it does. It actually it actually improves much more slowly in this game.
Yep.
However, the players still improve, but they improve in a larger variety of categories too, right? But anyway,
I guess to finish that point, it's hard to say which system is better, because in one system, you have players who have almost unlimited growth potential, but it takes them a really long time to get good. Whereas in the other system, you have a problem where players get good after one season, but then you've got players who are absolutely physically dog shit, like Edwards for the Crusaders, who ends up being a phenomenal player because he hits 99 awareness after just a few games.
hey, in my defensive system this season, Edwards is going to be a 20-sack man. He is.
And it'll be all on the back of his awareness.
There, I said it. Anyway, we'll take the halftime stretch.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, and just before we start the second half, I just figured that we would show a couple of stats here, Rec V5X. Like, for example, the Pirates quarterback who had a quarterback's rating of 0.
Oh, fuck.
So he completed 3 out of 10 passes and threw 2 interceptions. And his longest completion was 4 yards.
He doesn't even qualify to be quarterback.
That's right. And he also got sacked twice. And they ran the ball 7 times for 4 yards. So there you go. And you do, in the last game, you came within a whisker of holding the opposing team to less than 0 yards on offense. And at halftime, they have -8 total offense. So
it might happen.
It might happen. You've got another chance.
Yeah, I think that was against the Penguins, actually.
Oh, was it? Okay, well, anyway.
Yeah, the Penguins got 3 yards of total offense.
There you go. They've got -12 yards passing and 4 yards rushing.
You have 140 yards rushing?
Yep.
Wow.
I had a couple of big runs in the first half, right?
Well, that's a decent return.
Players might
Yep.
want to put it in cruise control. They better watch out, though. They haven't won this one quite yet.
Yeah, actually, the only reason that this game is as close as it is because the Pirates' defense has been playing well.
This one is handed off.
Or about as well as can be expected, right?
Good job
Yep.
up front as the
Considering
line
that,
springs
again,
up.
I think I started possession of the ball on their side of midfield 2 or 3 times in the first half, too, right?
Yeah, well, and again,
Melissa, what have you heard on the
they've got, like,
sidelines about that injury?
tons of injuries.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got a lot of injuries in key positions, and
It's
I think
showing.
that definitely hurts their performance, too.
Although they haven't been playing defense as well as the last team either.
Well, they had a bit of a slow start, but they did get an interception, and they managed to, stop me a couple of times.
His defense's inability to stop the run in the first half. He's likely to make a few
Yes, their
adjustments
inability
his
to
defensive
stop the
scheme,
run.
possibly bringing additional defenders up to the line, as he expects to see a continued emphasis on the run here in the second half. Al?
Yes, I am definitely going to continue to emphasize the run here in the second half.
Especially with a lead.
Yeah, well, my own quarterback rating is not great either. Right?
Yeah, it was like 56 something.
Hey, nice job up front.
Yeah.
Holding their blocks,
So,
allowing him to get a good
I've
run
had
for
my
a first
own
down.
problems trying to pass in the first half.
Ball on the 50. directing traffic.
Nice blocking by the 3 tight ends on that side.
And it was well executed. They hit the box and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down.
Well, looks like the Grizzlies are pounding or ahead of the Tigers anyway.
Barker. 2, maybe 3 yards on the ground for the fullback.
Okay, well, that was all right.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 37-yard line.
We'll get Sensi a few rushing yards in this game before Heward comes back, eh?
Hand off to the tailback.
I saw that big hole there just at the last moment.
If the defense keeps
Yeah, well, Sensi is a decent ball carrier, right? The difference between him and Heward is I think Sensi has a little bit more in terms of quickness characteristics and better hands, but Heward is better at running people over.
Yeah.
He hands it off.
He keeps pounding away in the ground, and he closes in on 100
Overall,
yards.
though, they're fairly similar to each other, right? I mean, Sensi is the backup for Heward for a reason.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Ooh, look at that. You just got a offside.
Well, they jumped offside.
Yeah, he was doing the linebacker pointy thing.
Yeah. Well, I could accept the penalty and go 2nd and 3, or I could decline and go 3rd and 1. So, I don't know.
He jumped early.
The defense has to watch it on plays like that.
Now you're running
Touch the
low on
opposing
time, so be
player,
careful.
The whistle blows,
Okay.
and they assess a penalty. There's no chance for a defensive player to try to reset.
Calling an audible now.
Well, we'll just keep running the ball. We've been able to do it, so we're just going to keep right on doing it.
Hand it off again.
Now, he was about to do the linebacker pointy thing again if he'd have waited one more second.
Yeah, this offense is really
Guy doesn't learn.
on this drive.
I don't know.
They
That
can move the ball
linebacker pointy
very
thing, I
methodically.
don't like that. And I don't think that they should have put it in the game.
At least not for a player who's on the line of scrimmage.
Well, you know what? He shouldn't lean when he's doing that. I think the theory is supposedly he's supposed to be directing his teammates or something, or making an on-field call of some sort. And if he steps across the line of scrimmage while he's doing that, well, that's just stupid, right?
Yep.
Like real
Who's he pointing at?
Yeah, real professional football players don't do that. And if they do, point and yell about something to somebody on their team, they've got a reason for doing it, right?
Well, with the fact that it's a bi-directional pointing animation, too, you'd really expect the middle linebacker to do it and no one else.
Yeah.
13-yard line. 1 yard gain by the running back.
Well, I don't think there's any need to pass today.
Not until this team shows that they can stop the run.
That's right. And they haven't done that yet, so...
Again in the run.
Hey, look at that, eh? And then a face mask.
So it's 1st and goal. Ball 1.5 yards out.
Well, okay. I guess we're doing this now.
Give it all you got, Pete. Come on. Snake eye.
Rumbles ahead for a yard, maybe 2.
Well, that's all right. It'll let you run more time off the clock.
That's right. We're just going to run the ball 3 times and then kick a field goal if that's what it comes to.
Or run the ball 4 times for a touchdown.
Well, that too, maybe. If we have to sneak it, we'll sneak it, eh?
Going to the right.
But we won't have to.
Home team. Great rushing touchdown there.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
So they're trying to tack on the extra point. The kick is up.
See, there's no way that I'll ever not have fullback being an important position on my team.
They took their time, they moved the chains, and really wore down those guys.
Yep, that's a key position on this team.
Moving the chain.
On both our offenses.
Right down there in the red zone. That's the kind of thing the coach likes to see from his offensive guy.
Booming kick downfield.
This team is going to have to focus a lot more than they did in the first half if they're going to come back.
Here we go. This is the big challenge. Can you do it? Well, I guess he managed to net no gain on that run play.
Yeah, well, that one I was a little shocked to come through the line like that.
Yeah, you kind of overran it, and then you had to backpedal in order to catch up to him.
You can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
But they're out there in the shotgun again now.
Dropping back under pressure.
Whoa, look at that.
Nice.
Hey.
I think that was Jefferson.
That was Nickerson. He's the left inside linebacker, right?
Yep.
Jefferson is the right inside linebacker.
It's now 3rd and long after the sack. Press coverage on the outside.
I think that gets him past 10 now. I think that was his 11th sack.
Pressure throws out to the left.
Well, that's going to be a huge loss.
That's going to be a big loss,
Nice job bringing that one in.
Yep, the quarterback lobbed it
Well,
in there.
now they're at minus 17 yards.
Yeah, you see, I must have handed them a shovel at halftime.
Yeah, they just keep on digging.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. From the 49.
Oh, he didn't pick that guy up.
And I couldn't run around him.
And you couldn't run around him.
Let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, see that? They're at minus 16 yards now.
Looking for room.
Whoa. Okay, well, we'll get going ahead now. Wow.
Has shown why he's
Yes, he says he's a little quicker, right?
100 yards rushing.
I don't know. There's a little bit of chicanery going on there. Oh, look at that. Now they're minus 1 yard rushing, too. They're minus in everything.
Calling an audible. To carry it. They wanted to pound it through the middle, but
they had an unblocked guy coming through there.
That was a perfect time for these guys to call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gaps, and brought down the back for a loss.
Well, I'm only 3 of 9 on 3rd down here. But since they put this dime, or maybe it's a nickel defense, but really spread out.
It's a 3-yard gain.
Oh well, we'll punt this time, hey?
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out.
Oh well, I was aiming that down the middle, so it'll probably still be okay.
Here's the punt.
Yep.
And he chooses
It's just
to
fine.
return this one.
It even
Hey,
took a
look
good
at that.
bounce.
It even took a good bounce. Yeah, that's going to be... Yeah, they're
It's
5.
right on the 5. Well, they better not move backwards this time.
Yeah, if they move backwards 8 yards this time, well, then...
They'll be in trouble.
Yep.
Using motion. To the air on first down.
Wow, everybody was coming through there. Was that a screen or something? Like, wow, it's like their entire offensive line just basically abandoned them, right?
No, I think that was which guy do I block coach kind of situation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because you definitely had big pressure coming on that one.
Vickers carries it for 6 yards on that play.
Well, they got some back there.
Yeah, they got a little bit back.
Territory. They'll play things tighter on the outside. Stepping up, he surveys the field. Throws it.
Oh.
Looking play there.
What can you do, man? Sometimes.
Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside.
Yeah, well, they're close to 0 now.
Gets the toss to the right. The back picks up about 2 on that carry. 9 yards to go.
Well, that'll do it for the third quarter. Nope, they're actually gonna get a playoff.
Yep.
Gets rid of it. Throw. You can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the home team ahead of the visiting team. 30-0.
Well, I don't know. I think it might be a done deal now for me.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to hold the team to negative yardage forever. You did a hell of a job of it, though, for the first little while at least.
Using motion. Pressure coming. Stepping up.
Oh, there.
We'll just have to rack it back up again.
Yeah, now they're backing up again. Yep.
Now they're looking at second and long after the sack.
He's got 2 today.
Honestly, that guy he motioned, I felt like he could have thrown it to him, but he just didn't.
Yeah.
Gets the pass off, hits him in stride. The receiver did a good job bringing that pass in.
Looks like someone might have blown their coverage on that one.
The defense is going to play this one very tight. Drops back. Pressure.
Well, that's it for that drive.
Yeah, Santa fed him an elbow, and that was that.
Yeah.
Just a great performance by the defense.
Yeah, they're probably into positive yardage now, though.
Well, you know, holding the other team to negative yardage is thankfully not one of the winning conditions for this game.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
You managed to
okay.
get around him a little bit. Yeah.
He just kind of overran that. I thought he was going to get blocked.
Do better because he could take the next one all the way.
That was terrible coverage.
Number 9 sets up. About a 4-yard gain there.
Like Sensi is still in there.
They
Yep.
need 6. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Bring that pain, baby. Set.
Yep, he's still in there, so I guess Heward isn't quite ready
Looks
to
like
come
he's
back
calling an
yet.
audible.
No, he probably won't be back. It's probably like right at the moment that he got injured in the
This one is handed off. Fumble.
second quarter.
The home
Oh,
team.
we got it back.
And so the offense is fortunate to recover its
Now you're
Oh.
running the hurry up
That guy is
dive.
right there
Are
What
ya?
the hell?
recovery.
And offensively, they'll be aggressive as they'll run the no huddle, calling an audible.
Yeah, well, I didn't really mean to, but okay. Who are we? Okay, we're gonna toss it to the backup fullback here. How about that? Hey,
Actually, he's the starter, ain't he?
no, Barker is the starter. Barker's over there playing tight end though. And Sensi's playing left tight end. I guess it's just how this worked out. I wasn't intending to use this
Going to the right.
particular audible
Owen got very
from
good
that
penetration
formation,
there.
but
He found the ball carrier to make his 4th stop of the game.
Well, that's all
Couldn't
right.
Get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than
but
the
that's
offensive line.
okay.
When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very
I'm just going to aim this a bit toward the middle in case I screw up again.
Here's the kick. Fair catch called for.
Yeah, get down there and catch that. Yeah.
Nice.
Santa Claus gets down there and catches the punt on the 9.
The only one out there with the awareness to do so.
Press
Yeah.
coverage on the outside.
Or the speed. Or the catching ability.
Yeah, the guy goes down there and he muffs it.
They'd probably spot the ball where he touched it.
Probably, yeah.
Pass play here on first down.
Ooh.
Closing in.
That inside. Oh, look at that. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, that's Santa Claus.
Home
Yep.
team.
But he didn't have to do anything special on that play. It kind of just came right at him.
Yeah, it hit him right in the chest, actually. I think, though, you know, that's one of those quarterback goes dur kind of things, you know, like that's the what is it, 48 or whatever it is, awareness coming in there.
Yeah, 50 awareness.
50 awareness? Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. That's him throwing a pass that should have never been thrown.
Extra point. And it's on its
I don't
way.
have to score. The defense is going to do it for me.
Ha! Just outsource it all on me, huh?
That's right. I'll just outsource
Be
it.
kicking off.
Yeah, we'll have to call this episode outsourcing.
Oh, fuck.
He got all of that one.
Well, that's going to be a touchback.
He takes a knee. The visiting team face an uphill battle as they begin this drive.
Besides, see, if you score, then I don't have to play. I can just sit here with my feet up and just do a kickoff every now and then.
Vickers in the backfield. Nice. The motion man with the carry. 1 yard gain by the running back.
Yeah, not even 1 yard gain.
The
Yeah.
visiting team.
I think that was Santa Claus, though, making the stop
corners
there.
move up to play
Yeah.
this one tight.
Let's go. Come on. Come on. Gee up. Bust this
That running back looked like he was trying to protect himself there.
Pressure coming.
Oh, look at that.
Brought down in the backfield.
I think that's Nickerson
6
just got that
sacks.
sack.
Not only is the offensive line-
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there was just everybody in there,
Yeah,
right?
pretty well everybody was going to get that sack, but he got it.
Now at 3rd and long.
He's got 3 sacks in this game.
The offense has had trouble moving the sticks.
Oh, now he's got an interception, too.
Why? Why did they do that?
He was reading the
Yeah,
quarterback.
what did they do there?
That was
Oh,
a
he's
snap
got-
and a throw.
He's got 2 interceptions on this one. This is that lunch pail linebacker I keep talking about too, right? He's like perfectly ordinary in every way, but for some reason he overperforms.
Well, wouldn't you perform well if the quarterback just did that to you? I mean,
Yeah,
you threw
really.
it right at him.
Because he goes in and he's covering the halfback. That's why he drops back like that, right? But
Yep.
I mean, you know what? Almost anybody on this play could have intercepted this pass. He was going to try and intercept that pass too.
Well, it's because,
Right.
too, the quarterback's throwing it off his back foot, right?
Yeah. Like, wow, that's terrible. That is terrible
Back to
quarterbacking.
the
That's what
action
that
on the
is.
field.
set. You got him.
Handed off to the back.
Oh, Heward's back.
Ewart was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
And he didn't
Great
get much.
size and quickness up front. That allows him to hold up against the run.
Yeah, well, he
Also
handles
give him the
slightly
speed to
differently
rush
than
the
Sensi.
passer.
Well,
They
I've
drop
got
back
59 yards passing today.
Get set.
Yeah, he does
Something
actually.
in the defense.
Sensi seems like he's a little more agile. I have an easier time controlling him.
He'll get it
So I
again.
think you're probably right. Heward's more of a
Larson
bruiser,
records the
Yep.
tackle
you know?
at the 12. Couple, maybe
whereas
3
Sensi
yards
is a
on
bit
that
more
run.
of a finesse player, I guess, right?
He's a better route runner, too,
Scoring
right?
distance. Here's a look at the 3rd down.
That's why he's the
success
3rd
rate
down
for
running
each
back.
team.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means your
Well, we're
offense
gonna
is
try
making
the
big
middle
plays
again
when
here.
they need 'em.
There's no need to pass the ball today.
Receives the handoff. Sensi didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
Yep, no need to pass the ball today. We'll just be perfectly happy to kick field goals and run the ball and
as they line up for the kick.
keep the clock moving. I mean, when you lead, 40 to nothing, I don't really have a reason to throw a pass again in this game now. Right?
Here's the kickoff team.
This might be like your third. Is this going to be your third consecutive shutout?
No, because I gave up...
or your third shutout in 4 games?
Probably my third in 4 games, yeah, because I gave up some points last game.
Of course, this game isn't over yet either, right? But the way it's been going, it's starting to look that way.
Yeah, these guys aren't doing so good.
Rojas with a man in motion. Dropping back. Under pressure. Throws it. And this pass is completed. And it'll be second and less than 2 following that pass for decent yardage.
But I'm not going to hold them to negative yardage.
No. Well, I think that probably is next to impossible, but...
Third, and you still only need a yard or 2 for the first down.
Pressure. He's looking. Gets rid of it.
Although... Look at that. Hale's finally got an interception.
Yep.
He just stepped in front of that one. He saw his opportunity, and boom, he took it.
Oh, man. I don't even run a defense that produces interceptions, These guys are just terrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
If I'm getting interceptions against you, you're bad.
Well, you can tell because when we're playing against teams that have a quality offense, you don't get this kind of performance, right?
Got very good
like, it just doesn't happen that way.
Couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line.
Yeah, maybe they'd have more luck if they subbed the punter in.
Yeah. What, you mean he'd be able to get the handoff quicker?
Well, no, his awareness might be a little higher.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Whoops. There, I want to run that play.
Going to the right. Hand it off.
But yeah, he'd also be able to get the handoff quicker. Well, no, he wouldn't in this game. That's only in Madden 23 or whatever that was. They were playing that one time.
Yeah.
Here is a 3rd and long situation.
The coach has to be a little disappointed.
Well, I have them. They're pretty wide, but I have them pretty heavily outnumbered on that side. Maybe I can get something out of this. Oh, I think I was 1 man away, right? I cut back inside there, and then that guy just managed to catch me from behind. But I think if he doesn't tackle me, I got a touchdown there.
Number 7 heads out onto the field for the field goal attempt.
We'll just kick another field goal. Run some more time off the clock.
The kick is up. The attempt is good. He's been on the mark all day long, and that's his 5th field goal of the game. Booming kick downfield.
No, that's probably a touchback too.
Yep.
He decides not to return this one, so he downs the kick in the end zone.
Okay, well, let's see if they can avoid turning the ball over.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the more he passes, the worse things get for them, right? In the first half, they tried to at least run the ball a little bit, and things weren't quite so bad, right?
To the air on 1st down. He surveys the field, throws it. This one falls incomplete. He couldn't hang on to it.
And the receiver
well, at least he didn't throw an interception that time.
Yep.
The other day, he didn't miss a ball. Looks like he just took his eye off that one.
Tightening up the coverage along the outside.
Let's go. Come on. Lose it. Come on,
Closing in. He's looking, throwing. The pass falls incomplete. A jarring blow on that one.
That's what I like to see. A defensive player putting a good look on a guy to force the drop pass.
Well, I don't know. That's maybe 2 drops that they probably shouldn't have had. He drops.
Rojas gets set.
Well, you did look at the receivers on this team, though, and
They're not
aren't-
great.
They're not good, yeah.
Drops back.
Most of them are just not good players.
Oh my God!
Number 43.
That was a shoestring interception.
Yeah, that
Defender
was.
showed some great skills here. He was able to put himself in great position.
I wonder if they're going to
grab
challenge that
turnover.
one and maybe claim that it bounced in front of them or something. Nope, they're not going to.
I think they've given up at this point.
Yeah, probably.
Gets the call. He has room.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
The
They're only
victory
points this game. Oh, no, somebody touched him.
haven't had-
well, I'm going to challenge the fumble.
This might be a good challenge by the coach.
The call in the field is questionable.
See there, you know how that you get that paired blocking in front of you on those plays?
Yep.
And in Madden 05, they seem to be able to wedge those guys apart all the time, right?
We're seeing. So it's inconclusive. The
I
call
think
will
they,
stand.
well, they
Since
might
it needs to be
overturn this
100%
because it looked
sure
like maybe
to
he was
overturn
on
the
his
call.
knees before it came out. I guess we'll see.
The ruling on the field stands.
Oh, it is a fumble. Oh well.
Well, after taking a long look at the replay, he didn't see anything to change the original call.
The
there's
rookie
actually two
loses the
things they lose
football.
with that. One,
Well,
they
he
lose
is a
the
rookie.
timeout, and two, they
And
lose
you've
the
run for a
challenge.
ridiculous amount of yards in this game.
Yeah.
They'll go from the I formation. Rojas with a man in
He's
motion.
finally got the idea that he should motion a guy over to the side that I line up to rush from.
With the throw.
Oh wow, 2 guys had a shot at that one.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read
And it
the
hit both
quarterback's
of them in the
eyes.
hands,
He got
too.
himself in good position to make the interception. But when it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
Dropping back. Gets the pass off. And he's tackled behind
Well,
the
we'll
line
start
by the
racking up
catcher.
some negative yardage for them again.
Floated it out
Yep.
there, and the receiver was
Backing
able
them
to
up.
bring it in.
And that's a typical timing pass where you lead the receiver to a spot. And when he gets there, he just needs to make the catch.
Yep, that's what happened. For sure.
I think this defense looks forward
Whoa.
to these third down situations.
Well, there's another one.
Oh my God.
That's Jefferson this time.
That one was off a drop.
All the linebackers have been in on this act now.
And it becomes a turnover.
I tell you, you don't get a whole lot easier than that. He was right there. The quarterback makes
This
a
is
bad
terrible.
throw, and he brings it in for an interception.
Number 9. Directing traffic.
Well, this will be like my biggest interception game all season.
Yep.
Rumbles
Yeah, you
ahead
got,
for
well,
a
you
yard
had one where you had, how many?
Like
5
5 in one game.
in one game? But yeah, you might have more. I've lost count. You've had so many.
This guy's got to draft a quarterback next year.
Yeah, really.
Maybe a few.
Well, that just goes to show you how disastrous it can be if you are a little bit thin in the depth chart at that position.
Eagle left. Get in there, Lon. Bring the pain.
Ewert.
Oh.
Ewert couldn't find an opening, was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack.
Well, we're so
He has
close
a
to the
fast
end of
first
this
step.
game here
He can
that
explode through the
it
hole.
really
He needs
doesn't
the line to
matter
create
what
that little
happens.
crease or cutback lane to break
They got the
free.
quarter defense out there, so if I can get a block here, I can probably pick up some good chunky yards here too.
Come on, Pop.
Hand off to the tailback. They'll
Nice.
mark it at the 27-yard line.
Oh well, that gets me close enough to kick a field goal.
Yep.
And I can let the clock run down to 2 minutes before I even do it.
Number 7 will try to come through with the field goal here.
So I got some mods for my Baldur's Gate 3 game
Oh, yeah.
this week, yeah.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, they actually include the modding tool and everything with your purchase of the game, right?
On GOG?
Well, yeah, and Larian, right? Like the publisher of the game, they designed the mod tool and included it, you know, with your purchase of the game, right?
Nice.
And they have their own site with mods on it, and they have quite a lot. It's like they're actively encouraging people to make mods for their game, right?
And so that kick is good.
Well, right
Another
on.
one sailing
Yeah.
right through the uprights. 18
So
points
I got a
on
couple of
6
mods.
field
Like
goals.
I've only got like 3 mods, but there's a hell of a lot there. There's so many that I haven't even had a chance to look at them all, right?
He got all of that one. He takes a knee.
Well,
the visiting team will start the drive from
are they
the
going to
20.
be able to maintain possession long enough to run the clock out here, or what? Or are you just going to take the ball away from them again? And
I have no idea.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Pressure coming, throwing.
you know, at this point, I think
Why?
The defender showed
that's the
on.
defensive end, Hennings, that just caught that.
to grab
Right,
that
playing
turnover.
that deep zone in the middle. You see that? He's trying to make that hot potato pass down the middle.
Yeah, and that's all hands.
Yep. Yeah, Hennings has got like 3 interceptions this
This
season.
one is just
I can't understand that. I can't understand this guy at all. This guy's been the worst quarterback all season. Even the other guy with 44 awareness was not this bad.
Yeah.
Come on, partner. Set.
on the call.
And he at least managed to put something together last game. Get a couple of points.
Oh, now they're going to back us up a little bit. I think the clock stops with an offensive penalty too, right?
Does, yep.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, they called the timeout anyways.
Oh, yeah, because the guy got hurt.
We'll get an update from Melissa.
That's an injury
soon
timeout.
As the extent of the injury is known.
Oh, well.
So after the penalty, it's now 1st and 15.
Bulldog under. Set.
Calling an audible.
We'll see. Here come the heat.
It's the toss to the left. Gets the call. Gain of 2.
On the run. Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd and long. Ball on
Well,
the
he's out for the
33-yard line.
game.
Let's check
So
in
he's out for
quickly
the
with
next
Melissa.
minute and
I
38
just spoke with the
seconds.
trainer, and he told me they're going to run a few X-rays on him. in
About
the locker room,
time.
But as of now, his return is doubtful.
Thanks for that report, Melissa.
Yeah, they were pretty tardy with our injury report, but for theirs, that came out like the very next play. What is that?
Bring that pain, baby.
Well, maybe they figured, Heward is that cupcake player, right?
Hmm.
Bust his grill, D.
To carry it.
Cupcake teams never
Wind
get
up
any
the
respect.
middle. Not much there.
The defense just ate that guy.
Watch,
out.
you'll run
Right
this
there
last
for the
play and then they'll
stop.
call
They
a
tried to
timeout.
break through the line.
Probably.
Tampa Bay looking for the pass as they line up with 7 defensive backs.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? I'm just
Changing
going
the
to do this
play
then.
Green, 58.
See if we can get Heward another 5 or 6 yards before this game ends.
Lose it, lose it. They got nothing.
I don't think I threw a pass in the second half. At all.
You got him.
It was perfect. It's a perfect half of football.
Bust his grill.
Collins.
Oh, I guess it was
Textbook
Collins.
Game management, John.
Yep, run the ball when
Well,
you
that's
have
all
the
right.
lead to
Well,
take
we'll
time
just let
off
the clock
clock.
run out. They're not going to bother calling a timeout, so I'm just going to let the clock run out here.
With how many turnovers there were, I'm surprised the score isn't higher.
Yeah. Well, they fell apart in the second half for sure. Like that third quarter was absolutely a disaster, right?
Yeah, that was a painful game.
However, now you've got 3 shutouts.
This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye.
I guess it can
for
happen
EA
if you've got
Sports.
enough teams with enough injuries that you got to play against.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, though, we aside from drafted players, we do have a cupcake-based team, right?
Yep.
I mean, like a few fantasy players aside, but still, I mean, we haven't experienced very many injuries to speak of.
Well, also, even if we did experience injuries, one cupcake player is as good as another, right?
Yeah, true. Well, you were close. You held them to 8 yards. Minus 2 yards rushing and 10 yards passing.
Wow, that's brutal. But they
And
kept trying to run wide, too.
Yeah. And I ended up with 235 yards on the ground.
Literally, you didn't need to pass that game.
No, I didn't need to pass. Well, the passing game wasn't much of an. I did not throw a pass in the second half because these are the first half statistics here, right? So Sensi actually had a pretty good day, aside from the fumble, and Heward did okay, and like we had a good game. I'm surprised with that amount of rushing yardage that we didn't have a 100-yard rusher, but oh well. Yeah, and we had the fullback caught 2, and the wide receiver caught 1, and 2 of our tight ends caught a pass. We had no drops. So there we go. Marcus McKenzie with 7 tackles and 2 sacks. Wow. And then we had Santa Claus with 3 sacks. And Nickerson got a sack. Wow, look at that, eh? So your linebackers, again, were the dominant players, right? Nickerson got 2 interceptions, too. And Hales finally got 1. Jefferson got another one. If you're not careful, you might have a player leading the league in interceptions, too.
That was a ridiculous number of interceptions. How many was that again?
How many was that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 interceptions.
Wow.
Yeah. And Nickerson knocked down 3 passes, too, right? So he had his hands on the ball all
Yeah, how do you get more interceptions than you get pass deflections in a single game? That's entirely that quarterback and his piss poor awareness.
Yeah. That was 6 for 6 kicking field goals, and did pretty good on the punting game today.
I almost wonder, too, if the quarterback's throw power impacts how many interceptions there are. Because I imagine that it's easier to catch interceptions with a guy who only has like 73 throw power versus a guy who has like 80 or 90.
But look at this. He didn't actually, he managed to improve his quarterback rating from the first half.
Wow.
Finishes with a quarterback rating of 0.4. Welcome to the league, rookie.
Yeah, we just destroyed his season, basically.
Yeah, it was 7 of 23 for no touchdowns and 8 interceptions. And he got sacked 6 times. Wow. And they ran the ball 14 times for -2 yards. They didn't actually run very many offensive plays because I think I dominated the time of possession so heavily, and almost every time they got the ball, it was like a 3 and out, right?
Yep.
When it wasn't like a 1 and out.
Yeah, 1 interception.
Yeah.
I don't know. They've got to do something about their quarterback thing. I think I'd sign a guy at a free agency at this point.
Yeah, really. They really, really need to get somebody out there who can try and save their season. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, see that their right outside linebacker had a lot of tackles before he went down. How many games do you see where you have a defensive tackle with 9 tackles? Hey.
Yeah, well, he's probably a good player too.
4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 runs for a loss.
You're looking like me out there.
Yeah. Then, of course, I threw 1 interception because passing is bad. I should have listened to Chuck on my shoulder there and just run the ball, put my trust in the running backs.
And their lateral quickness.
And the offensive line, yep. Well, let's see here. I threw 7 passes. Yeah. And we ran the ball, what's that, 42, 56, 60... 63 times. So, anyway, that's it for this one.
Indeed.
Hopefully we'll have a better opponent in the next game, but boy, oh
yeah,
boy.
wow. This was, well, see, it's a shock for me, too, because I never get interceptions, and then I get a game like this, and I get like 8, and then it looks like my statistics are so heavily distorted because it looks like I'm doing so well on interceptions at the end of the season. It's like I had like several games where I didn't get any.
Yeah, you had 2 games where you got all of them, and then the rest of the games in the whole season you didn't get any.
That's right, yeah.
because you came up against two really low awareness quarterbacks that would basically were throwing the ball right at defenders all game long. Right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And could have been higher because there was a couple of plays where
the
ball basically hit a defender in the hands and he juggled it and dropped it. But anyway, I guess that's it for today.
Indeed.
So until next time,
I'm RecV5.
and I'm Sandman99.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.